Hey, welcome to Walking with Watches. In today's video, I will be creating my perfect 5-watch collection using AI. I'm reacting and reviewing them right here. Stick around. We are going to be creating 5 watches, a dress watch, a chronograph, a GMT, a time-only go anywhere, do anything watch, and lastly, and perhaps best, the perfect dive watch. Okay, before we get started, if I can just say this is a brand new channel. If you could please down below drop a comment, a like, or if you like some interesting watch related talk, I'm not going to try and sell you anything, bit of outdoorsy lifestyle, then this is a place for you. If you could subscribe, it would mean the world to me. It's a new channel. You have in your thumbs right now the ability to bring a smile to my face that will last all day. So please, you know what to do. Right, first watch, let's get going. 1. Right, so first up, we're gonna have the dress watch category. So for this, I've been thinking a lot about what would make my perfect dress watch. So I'm gonna go for a 36mm case size, ideally in precious metal, some kind of ivory colored dial with a brown leather band, no seconds hand, an automatic movement, absolutely minimal dial text. I'm going to brand it with 3 W's for the channel name, Walking with Watches. We're going to have a thin case diameter, a thin and uncomplicated handset. We're going to be inspired by a classic Omega Seamaster of the 60s, some textured dials from Grand Seiko. We're going to ask AI to generate this image as photoreal as possible on a simple white background. So let's get into it. Right, let's go. Let's see what we got. Ah, right. Okay. Yeah, wow. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. This is a classic dress watch, isn't it? I am slightly underwhelmed by the dial. I was expecting it to give me something a bit more textured, a bit more layered. But ooh, that's a classic dress watch, isn't it? It did go a little bit close to the Omega Seamaster, the vintages, which I sort of gave it roughly as the brief. But I suppose you get what you asked for. This is my perfect dress watch, apparently. Right, I love the gold case. The markers are great. Bezel's good. Sorry, bezel's smart. The dial's good. Dial texture's good. I like the www on the top. Yeah, brown leather bracelet. Sorry, straps, exactly what I asked for. Maybe a crocodile leather would have been nice there. Fancy fold out butterfly clasp possibly on there would be good. Yeah, first one up. This is a home run, isn't it? I mean, it was a very simple brief. The AI would have struggled to get this wrong. But I think first and foremost, for a dress watch, what more do you want? This is classic. Classic dress watch material. Well done, AI. Watch out, watch designers of the world. They're coming for you. AI is coming for you, man. It's coming for all of us, one way or another. 2. Oh, sorry. 2. First one's a bit of a success. Let's be moving on. So next we're going for a chronograph. What I like from a chronograph, this is a watch I don't own. I don't own a chronograph. I'm not really a chronograph kind of guy. They don't really sort an outdoorsy style of lifestyle. You know, they don't fit in. I don't need one. I don't do any really minute timing, to be honest. So if I were to get a chronograph though, I would go for something like this. I'm not really a Daytona sort of guy. I sort of feel myself as more of a speedy sort of bloke. So I'd be going for this. Right, here's my list of requirements for my chronograph. I want a 41mm case. I prefer a V shape in my chronograph subdials. I want this watch to be in stainless steel. I want the dark blue dial with black subdials. I want the 3 W's across the top. I want a brushed case, screw down pushers, 100 meters of water resistance, and I want to see this on a NATO and a rubber strap. So I want to see both. Right, come on internet, show me what you got. Right, here we go. It's come through. This is what we've come up with. So it's not quite exactly what I asked for, is it? This is the only one. It's not giving me the other image. This seems to be a sort of hard to tell. It's more of a sort of fabric-y type of band rather than the rubber or the NATO that I asked for. And it's not giving me the 3 V-shaped dials. It's a two subdial chronograph. This is harder for me to love. You know, I'm not a chronograph fan particularly in the first place, but what can you say? This is a nice watch, isn't it? It's a sort of elegant-y, everyday, minimalist sort of watch. It's in keeping with my taste, that it's not too blingy, it's not too showy. I like that. I like the blue and the black with the main dial and the subdials. I think those work really well. I think 3 lines of text across the top work well. I think the dial, the text on the bottom half of the dial, the chronograph and the water resistance. That works quite nicely. It's not cluttering particularly. I would have pulled that out and gone for the 3 sub-dial functionality. I didn't ask it for a date window, but I suppose I probably would want a date. I asked for a brush case. I kind of see why chronograph fans like them on the dressier side. It does fail to impress slightly, doesn't it? It's not quite hitting the right notes for me, that. The crown, yeah, I'm okay with the crown. It's sort of a threaded crown. It's good size. The screw down pushers. It would be nice to have some threading on those screw down pushers. That would have been good. The baton markers, they're a little bit Rolex for me, bit Rolex Datejust, aren't they? Could have done something a bit more original there. The subtract, there's not an obvious chronograph hand either, so I mean they've sort of missed a few things on this watch. Yeah, for me, sorry internet, that's a miss. What do you think? Like the chronograph? Let me know. I wouldn't be rushing out to buy this, I'll be honest with you. Right, moving on, what's next? 3. Right, third, the GMT. One of the most popular watches in the world, made famous by so many greats, but let's be honest, when most of us think GMT, we tend to think Rolex. I'm not a big Rolex owner. Sorry, I'm not a big Rolex owner. I don't have a Rolex GMT, but here's my vision, right? If Rolex make the Coke, they Pepsi, the Sprite, then I want this watch to be the pint of lager, you know? I don't want this to feature any beer-related imagery. This is the input I'm going to give to the AI, except possibly a bezel colouring. That could be quite interesting, sort of golden sort of colour. I want a 24-hour internal rotating bezel, because this isn't a Rolex homage, and you know I'm worried that the AI will create me a Rolex homage. I don't want any Rolex designs, including handsets or magnifying lens. I want a pointed date. For those of you that know the Oris Big Crown, they have those wonderful pointed date that goes around the outside of the dial. That's my sort of favourite date complication. It'll be interesting to see how they pull that together with an internal rotating bezel. 40mm case, steel bracelet. I want it to be a manly, handsome, hard-wearing watch, similar thickness to a Rolex Submariner, 3-link bracelet. That's what we're after. Okay, come on then. Let's copy and paste it. Let's see what we got. Okay, the GMT. Oh, wow. My God, that's repulsive. Who would possibly buy that watch? I mean, okay, it's got the numbers on the 24-hour bezel wrong. Let's not even sort of go there on that. We'll assume that that's just the AI confusing itself. But I think it looks weirdly, or if you look at the 3 o'clock position, it looks like it's trying to be a 2-tone bezel, and it sort of turns into a single if you go to the 9 o'clock position. Okay, that's AI. You got a bit of work to do on your GMTs. That yellow is horrific. Actually, it reminds me vaguely of the yellows you get on the Oyster Perpetuals, doesn't it? Except it works on that watch, or the Citizen Soyosa, if that's how you say it. Apologies, internet, you'll correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, the handset, sort of sword hands, I'm okay with those. The hour markers, it's a bit Rolex, isn't it? But I asked it not to be like a Rolex. But the markers are fine. You know, the hour markers are fine. The sword hands are GMT hand. Yeah, it's fairly on message. It didn't give me the pointed date I asked for. It didn't give me any kind of date, actually. Yeah, that is possibly one of the ugliest watches I've ever seen. Except, of course, for this thing. I mean, who? Who? Who is that even for? Okay, this is a miss for me. Dream watch. Keep looking, I'm afraid. No. Pass. 4. Right, 4th, I've asked for a time only, go anywhere, do anything watch. For this, I'm thinking some kind of field watch. So what I'm thinking for this, on a 38mm case, because I like that sort of vintagey, military inspired, World War II type. You like to get with the really old Hamilton. So 38mm field watch in the style of British military field watches from the Second World War. create this watch with the British military broad arrow, stolen honour. I know you wouldn't do this in real life, but this is just pretend, isn't it? So we can do that in the standard position. Military-inspired markings, simple, uncomplicated handset, highly legible seconds track, steel case, a NATO strap, and it's shown on a white background, but the watch itself to have a black dial. We go field watch. Okay, yeah, okay. It's created exactly what I asked for, hasn't it? It has put the British military broad arrow in the wrong place under the branding, but it's not the end of the world. You just cut it out whether it's real. This is what I've done is I've basically made a Hamilton khaki field, haven't I? That's a handsome watch. I like the numbers. It kind of looks a little bit like there might be a little bit of patinaing going on there, or it's at least sort of ivory coloured. That's handsome. Do you know, I would buy that watch. That's a nice looking watch. You'd have to get rid of the British military thing. It's just, you know, because. It's just because, okay, internet? It's just because, all right? Yeah, that's a nice watch. I could go for that. It's a little bit uninspiring, isn't it? I think going away doing anything watches often are a little bit uninspiring. There's not that much you can really sort of say about them. They sort of do everything. This isn't a true gadder in the sense of you can't wear it. You wouldn't wear this to a wedding, would you? I'm supposed you put it on a brown leather strap. Everything looks dressy at a wedding in a brown leather strap. But this, yeah, okay, it's all right, isn't it? It's fine. Nothing more to say. Let's move on. Divers, let's go. And number 5. Right, okay. Are we finished? Yeah. Ooh. Yes. Check this out. Do you know what? I like this. This has got a lot of things going on that I like. I like a lot. So it didn't really make anything of the submarine steel request that I gave for it, but how's it going to do that? You don't know, do you? I love the contrasting hour hand in the dark orange, very squale. It's kind of what I asked for. I love the bezel. It sort of gives me Seiko-y, sort of Seiko vibes, doesn't it? Really, that's what does it. That's cool. Yeah, the mesh bracelet. I mean, I like the mesh bracelets because I like the Omega. Of course, the Omega No Time Style watch. I don't know, obviously. Yeah, the mesh bracelets are cool. Mesh bracelets are quite comfortable as well. I know that a lot of people don't like them. They don't taper very nicely. They clasps can be a bit difficult to size properly and things. But no, I like the mesh bracelet. That's a good looking bracelet. The case shape, yeah, it's manly. It's, you know, it's a good chunk of case. 300 meters would be perfect. This is a handsome watch. Again, I'm a little bit put out by the fact that all the markers do seem to be like it's just making you a Rolex with the triangle 12 o'clock. But this is a good looking watch. Yeah, I would buy that. If this watch was for sale for, what would you go for on that? It's not giving me high luxury vibes. If this was a £500 to £1,000 watch, so let's put it, well, I don't know what that is in dollars, you can convert it, but I suppose 600 to 1100 US dollars, something like that. Screw yeah. Yeah, this is a handsome watch. I like that. I like that a lot. So we've had a couple of wins, haven't we? This is good. So my perfect 5 watch collection, what have we have? We have the dress watch, that's a keeper. The chronograph, not interested in that at all. We've got the GMT, possibly the ugliest watch ever conceived of by a man. Moving on to the field watch, that's a cracker. And the diver, you know, 3 out of 5 is not bad. 3 out of 5 is not bad. Let me know if any of these would have been interested to you. If this was a real watch, what would you pay for it? Which would you keep? What's repulsive? Or should we rerun the experiment and give it new input? Tell me what you think down below and we will do just that. All right. Folks, thank you for watching as always. This is Walking with Watches. This is a channel where we normally go outdoors. We try and experience the world and our watches all at the same time. It's quite difficult to take the laptop outside, obviously, so we haven't been able to do that today. But if you have enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. Please give us a comment and a subscribe. It really is the best way to support the channel. As a new channel, it's very, very difficult to get the kind of exposure, so those things really, really do help. If you have enjoyed the content, please subscribe. You would, as I said at the top of the video, bring a smile to my face. It would last absolutely all day. You guys rock, and I'll see you again soon. Peace out. Enjoy yourselves.